not just Montana Fouts, but the whole staff.
The whole staff collectively, they are second in AUSL and ERA. They have so much versatility. You've got Montana Fouts that's a power pitcher that can start. Megan Ramos the same, and also a lot of versatility with Dallas Escobedo, Sarah Willis, and Taylor Tinsley.
And we are about to get underway. Rachel Garcia gets the start for the Vaults. And it's hit by Aaliyah Andrews. Good play at shortstop by Tiare Jennings. One pitch, one out. Let's take a look at the Utah Talons starting lineup. And their batting order this evening. We saw Aaliyah Andrews, and boy, Bree Ellis has 2 home runs. That is the entirety. Nobody else has hit a home run on her team.
Yeah, and they were missing her big last series, so it's good to see her back. She's coming off a little bit of an injury.
So Rachel Garcia in the circle to start things off for the Vaults. Has had a little bit of a rough start to her season, has had to make a lot of appearances, eat up a lot of innings. As she faces Jadlyn Alchin. Rachel in her last start, it was a rough one, but trying to get things back on track. Had 9 walks in her last appearance.
Yeah, that's been the difference for me for Rachel Garcia. Just not the dominating pitcher, and obviously to her standards, but she's been still able to keep the Vaults in the game, and she's been doing a good job, but she's just trying to work more mixes to her pitches, not being so predictable. So that's going to be the key for her.
She's ahead of Alchin 1-2. And she gets her with a pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And this is going to be key for Rachel Garcia. You can see her starting to go up in the zone with Jadlyn Alchin, but she'll finish her off with that screw, trying to produce more of a mix, and that gets the job done for her first strikeout.
So 2 up, 2 down for Jordan Woolery, batting third and playing third base for Utah. One of several UCLA alums that are in this league, and particularly in this game. Garcia, also a former All-American in Westwood.
Yeah, and it's just so fun to see all of this come together. Obviously, yes, 2 UCLA Bruins, 2 different generations, and so that's what this Pro League is all about. You get to see a lot of the rookies coming in, seeing how they fare against a veteran, Rachel Garcia.
Yeah, Woolery in her first season fouls one back. Jordan was the Big Ten Player of the Year, 3-time NFCA All-American. 36 home runs and 117 runs driven in last season alone.
Sounds like a video game.
2-1 up top. Michaela Edenfield doing the catching, has been the #1 catcher for the Vaults this season. There's Michaela. Still rocking the different eye makeup for every single game. 3-1, hitters count. It's popped and gets over the glove of Tiare Jennings. So a 2-out single for Woolery. And if you're looking at this field and thinking it's weird, you're right. This is a baseball field where the Texas Rangers AAA affiliate plays. And Jennings is an outstanding shortstop. You think maybe, and you've played on a field like this, you're playing on the grass, does that maybe kind of mess things up spatially for you?
It's just the optics. You got to get used to the optics. Obviously, you're playing on grass. There's a dirt outfield in between till you get to the grass. So as a defender, it's just getting used to your surroundings. Once you get an inning or 2, you get back to normal.
And this will be the home field for Jennings all season. Remember, this is their home opener, played their first 5 games on the road. Kaylee Wyckoff, rookie out of Arkansas, played there for a couple of years after starting her collegiate career at Texas Tech. One of those who transferred out of Tech instead of transferring in.
Yeah. One of the rare ones.
See, Edenfield popped out at the last instant to grab that pitch just off the plate.
And Wyckoff is one of the reserve athletes that was called in last week when Jada Coleman and Hannah Flippen went down. She came in, had some good ABs, trying to provide some offense for the Talons.
That one inside and hit her. So Woolery goes down to second.
And this is a 2-1 curve. Rachel Garcia just trying to work that inner half, trying to establish that zone. Very effective with their curveball to lefties, but this one just gets away from her. Wyckoff on first.
So a ground out and a strikeout, followed by a single and a hit by pitch, and that sets up Bree Ellis, who brings a lot of power. Again, 2 home runs on the season. The rest of her teammates have 0. And that gets away from Edenfield. There's a lot of room behind home plate because it's a baseball stadium.
Yes, and you'll just notice that athletes can only advance 1 base at a time. So still honoring 30 feet behind like a softball diamond.
Yes, the backstop at 30 feet maximum in softball, and this pitch gets away from Edenfield. And that induces a visit to the circle. Ricky Woodard is the head coach for the Volts, has been at Texas State as their head coach for 26 years.
And Woodard just coming out and just trying to calm down the Volts. And defense has been a thing for the Volts. If they can hone in on the defensive plays, making sure that they just play the game cleanly, routinely, that's going to be a key for them.
So the 1-0 pitch to Ellis after the visit takes it for a strike.
It's a good spot. It's a pitcher's count. Rachel Garcia going to that rise in, just trying to establish the inner half on these righty hitters.
And Ellis taking the last 2 pitches for strikes. That's up high. Good call by the home plate umpire, Scott Mayer, this evening. We have Brett Higgins umping at first, Lyndon Baptiste at third. And look at Ellis, terrific numbers early on in this season. 2-2, right up the middle. 1 run will score, the throw home, and they get Wyckoff trying to score from second. So Ellis gets a run driven in, but 1 run crosses.
One of the most elite pitchers in AUSL and leads this Volts team, leads this pitching staff, led last year's team to a championship, and just has been throwing incredible. Hasn't been able to have the run support behind her, but she is the elite of the elite.
Softball fans remembering her well from her outstanding career at Alabama. And you see her last appearance, a complete game. She's thrown 3 straight complete games going back to the postseason last year. Riley Boone, what a pest. She leads things off. And Amina Vega, you mentioned it earlier. Amina is going to be batting third and was picked up out of the reserve pool. And a lot of those players have come up big for different ball clubs. But Riley Boone playing center field tonight. As we take a look at the lineup, there you see Vega leading her team, hitting .412 on the season. Leanne Good taking over at second. The rookie out of Texas, fresh off winning her 2nd straight national championship and finally gets to play close to home here just north of Austin.
Yeah, no big deal. Just a two-time national champion. And no better feeling getting the opportunity to play in her home state.
Boone down 0-2. Jordan Woolery well in at third, almost about halfway down the line.
Riley Boone just possesses so many tools, has a lot of speed. Bunt, slap, she can hit.
And boy, can she play the outfield. Under Fouts' glove, and Boone leads off with a hit.
And Riley Boone is such an energetic athlete. She's so fun to watch and has the most aggressive swings that I have ever seen, and just does such a great job of getting the momentum going for her team.
The most aggressive you've ever seen? That's saying something.
Yeah, she's swinging first pitch. Our last series we saw her, she was going right at pitchers. She'll come at you. She'll come at you.
Goodwin up, and she takes a strike. Always have to be aware of Boone over there at first base. Savannah Jaquish is the catcher for Utah, former LSU Tiger. Jaden Goodwin, rookie out of the University of Georgia, signed with the Bolts in late May, made the squad, and has been starting. Boone took a substantial lead after the pitch, but did not take off. And now the 2-2. Another fouled away. Outfield playing shallow, but it looks like they're really shallow because of the dirt infield left over from baseball.
Yeah, and again, it's just the optics. You just got to get used to it. And as a shortstop or middle infielder, you've got to get used to going back hard. And, you know, you hit that dirt and you think your teammate's going to be there. You got to continue to keep going.
Yes.
Get a little more room.
Laced into left field where Alchin was playing shallow. There's no way they're going to get Riley Boone. RBI for Goodwin ties the game.
And this all starts with Riley Boone just being so energetic at the top of the lineup. Jaden Goodwin just gets a good swing. This is a pitch on the outer half. This is a drop on the outside corner, 2-2 count, and just goes for it. But so much speed with Riley Boone. That puts the Volts on the board, 1-1.
Yeah, we mentioned how shallow the outfielders were playing, and that came back to bite them as that sailed over Alchin's head for the RBI double. And now Amina Vega, who has been the most dangerous hitter for Texas so far this season, has gotten a hit in all 5 games this year. And this starts the big three, Vega, Binford, and Jennings, doing most of the damage, and very impressive numbers for the rookie.
Yeah, I've been so impressed with Vega, just very professional hitter. This is her rookie season. She's constantly clutch, coming through for the Volts.
And she also has given them a defensive anchor at third base.
So much versatility. You can literally put her anywhere.
Yep.
Played second at Duke and playing third, and played left the first game that we saw for the Volts.
Paint in the corner, and Vega goes down looking. The first out of the inning.
And Montana Fouts, she's so dynamic on that outer half. She can give you so many different looks. She gave that rise to Amina Vega, but finishes her off with that backdoor curve.
And now one of the most versatile players in the league, and Aaliyah Binford, starting pitcher, and also has been a very key hitter for Texas. Has a couple of home runs, including against OKC last week, a pinch hit home run. Good one over there at second.
And Aaliyah Binford is kind of one of those athletes that you love to have on your team. Just so much versatility, two-way player. She can pitch, she can hit for average, hit for power. So valuable to this Volts lineup.
Binford also has 3 appearances in the circle as a pitcher. That's hit hard up the middle. Here comes Goodwin from second. And the Volts have taken the lead.
And Aaliyah Binford, she has been so money offensively and just solid. This is a solid piece of hitting, a great AB, a hitter's count, 2-1 count, so you're going to swing aggressive. And she gets it done for the Volts. That puts them ahead, 2-1.
Now, Montana Fouts has already given up 3 hits in this inning and still has only retired 1 batter. That was Vega with the strikeout, and now the ever-dangerous Tiare Jennings. And you see Utah has struggled out of the gate. Over half of their runs have been surrendered in the first inning this year.
Yeah, and that was one of the things for them coming in, is to start strong. They get better as the game goes on, but it's so important for them to stop the bleeding and start strong.
Jennings taking a strike. Tiare hit solidly, but right at Aaliyah Andrews, who grabs it for the second out. So Fouts has gotten 2 of the big 3 out in this inning, Vega and Jennings. And now Danica Coffey, pardon me, their right fielder, coming up. Another left-handed bat. And Montana Fouts had been great against lefty batters, had given up only 4 hits all season against lefties, but 2 hits against lefties in this inning alone, as she finds herself down 2-1.
And Danica Coffey, just another important piece. GM Kat Osterman just says, I think that she can be the key for us. She provides so much offense in the middle of their lineup, a lot of speed, also another versatile athlete.
Fouts coming in at 70 that time. And there you see what we just referenced. She has just torn apart left-handed hitters coming into this game.
And just great location from Montana Fouts, knowing she's ahead.
Under the glove of the shortstop, Beal, but Andrews able to charge quickly, and that keeps Binford from advancing past second. But my gosh, what a start here. 4 hits for Texas.
And hitting can be so contagious. And Danica Coffey just being aggressive with 2 strikes. Knowing that Montana Fouts, you can err on being aggressive. She's always around the plate, but that one a little bit too over the heart of the plate. Runners on first and second for the Volts.
For Sierra Romero, the number 7 batter. Now playing first base, had been at second before Leanne Good came over, after her season was completed with the University of Texas. And Sierra hit her first home run of the season in their last game Monday at the Blaze.
And last time we talked to Sierra Romero, she said she's constantly working on her craft, and just being a veteran and being in the league for some time, that she's constantly trying to tweak things and just keep it simple.
Well, the Texas Volts, this is a team that has had some really big starts and some slow finishes. Opening week against Oklahoma City. Had a couple of big third innings. So 3 hits, 3 of the 4 hits coming on 2 strike counts. And we're at another one here with Romero. And that's worth noting, because opponents coming into this game were just 2 for 19 all season against Fouts. With 2 outs. That script is flipped here, but gets the strikeout with Romero, but a great answer for the Volts.
Garcia has pretty much done it all. All of softball's loftiest goals, she's checked them off. She's a 2-time Honda Cup Award winner for the best college athlete in the country, Olympic silver medalist and national champion. And I asked her, Rachel, why keep going? What fuels your fire? And it's those crowds. The biggest one she's ever played in front of up until that moment were at the Women's College World Series, the top of the sport's resources, audience, and influence. And she goes, that's what excites me about pro softball right now, making it bigger and better, and it's why she keeps going.
Yeah, Savannah, certainly we are seeing such a sea change all across women's athletics and hitting softball now as well. Vega playing herself a mean third base, gets Becker for the first out. And again, this is the first year that there were 4 teams last year, 2 expansion teams, now a 6-team league. But last year they were all like barnstormers. There were different sites where they played, but when the league came here, the crowds were amazing.
Absolutely amazing, and very strategic with the tour stops yesterday, last year as they went around the country. And it was wrapped around, the line was wrapped around the building last year, getting in here again. Just a great turnout tonight. And so it just seemed like a natural fit to have the Volts have their home be called Dell Diamond.
So this is indeed their very first true home game, and they are where the teams are playing this season. This is Caroline Jacobson. Closed out her collegiate career at Clemson after starting out at Duke. And was on the Talons championship team last year. They won the championship in the first year of the AUSL, sweeping the Bandits, who are playing in Chicago this year. And Rachel Garcia also, the crowd, certainly she's being energized by that, but she's also one of these ultra competitive players, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's why I, coming into today, was so excited to see how she was going to take the mound, because I know her last couple of starts just haven't gone the way that she has wanted, but pure competitor.
Took a little bit something off of that one, and Jacobson swung through it. And Garcia, I mean, and this is not a title you want. She's like the queen of giving up unearned runs. I mean, the defense has been shaky behind her. The run given up that she's given up tonight was unearned. Right. And her start at Oklahoma City last week gave up 6 runs, all of them unearned on opening day.
Just very uncharacteristic. And I think the thing for her is the walks. That's the thing that stands out to me, is the walks she's given up. And she's just a pitcher that possesses so much control, precision. And so trying to work back to that.
And yes, the Volts do have Nigeri Kennedy in the dugout. Did make an appearance earlier this week, got roughed up a little bit, and she is the scheduled starter for tomorrow night for Texas. And a very welcome sight. They had a depleted pitching staff to start things off. Jacobson draws the 1-out walk. First one given up by Garcia.
And this is a walk on Garcia's drop in, but Garcia trying to go to other go-to pitches. Generally, you'll see her in those pitcher counts, she'll go to those rise, she'll go to her curve, but trying to use her defense behind her a little bit more and going to that drop, draws that walk.
Savannah Jaquish sends one into left field, and at the wall, a very good running catch by Goodwin. Jacobson had to retreat quickly to get back to first.
And I know that this feels good for Savannah Jaquish. Last series was struggling at the plate, just struggling with timing. But this is a first pitch swing, and this gets deep and gets off her bat hard, and that's all you can ask for is hitting the ball hard and being a hard out. 1 out for the Volts. 2 outs, I'm sorry.
Nice running catch for Jaden Goodwin. Taylor Beal batting 9th for Utah. Rookie out of University of Arizona. Still seeing some fluidity with the rosters in the AUSL. We're still waiting for some players to get back from Japan. Unfortunately, injuries occur.
Now, there's been a lot of movement with all of the rosters and just trying to keep up with them all. But I think more than anything, a lot of these clubs are just trying to find the flow, find their core athletes that are going to step up for them and trying to fill those in with some of those reserve athletes as well.
Garcia ahead of Beal now 1-2. Edenfield frames it beautifully, and Beal gets caught looking.
Everybody needs a Riley Boone on their team. One, to hype you up and then give you a little bit of advice on how to hit Montana Fouts. But what she's saying is keep the ball down. I went visor down. So anything above my visor, if I look up, I'm laying off of it. So looking down.
And that kind of information passing is invaluable, right?
It's the best. And that's what teammates do, is being able to pass the information. And so when you're a 9-hole hitter, you've already had 8 at-bats.
Riley Boone is going to hit 3rd in this inning. Michaela Edenfield leading things off here in the bottom of the 2nd. Pam Ward, Natasha Watley, Savannah Collins here on a very, very warm day.
Yes.
It's cooling down a little
Texas.
bit. Man, I think it was around 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is hot. But the fans were lined up early as Edenfield pops out to Ellis in foul territory to start the 2nd. And now Leanne Good should get a nice reception.
Yes. Hometown girl. I love that.
And she does get that good reception. Joined the team a little bit late, coming back from winning her 2nd straight national championship at UT, University of Texas, in Austin. And we are, again, in Round Rock, Texas, which I'm told is about 25 miles north of downtown Austin.
Yeah, and Kat Osterman, the GM for the Volts, just said having Leanne Good, she's hoping that she brings the fans with her to the stadium, and so many of the Texas community just supporting softball, and UT being right down the road. Hopes that she can get them here with her.
Her first at bat against Fouts this evening results in a strikeout. That is the 3rd for Montana. And here comes the Energizer, Riley Boone. And was she calling Goodwin Shorty? It sounded like.
Yeah, that's
and you know what's
the nickname
hilarious?
That they call Jordan.
Like Riley Boone is not exactly, Wemby out there. She's also listed at 5'3". But nicknames.
But personality-wise, I think she's got the Wemby personality in terms of size.
Times 1,000.
Yes. Wemby, that's very funny.
Yeah. Boone, like Shorty, Goodwin is listed at 5'3". We do have Riley Boone mic'd up tonight, and we are hoping to talk to her in the next half inning. Just a terrific softball player. Singled and scored in the 1st. Riley Boone won a national championship in each of her 4 years at Oklahoma and played for the OKC Spark, Oklahoma City Spark, the last couple of years. Independent team who are now in the AUSL. And they let you keep the balls. Nice souvenir. Two. Boone laid off that pitch. Left-handed batters have 3 of the 4 hits against Fouts in this game. And the Bolts this season, you see the 2-out offense. Not been great coming in. Fouts got her looking, so 2 more strikeouts for Montana. He was settled down after. All right, we're going to work on that because we are unable to hear Riley up here, so we will start things off. Aaliyah Andrews leading off the 3rd inning. Okay, we hear Riley now.
Riley's here.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you now.
We hear you.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's all right. I'll get an extra set of ears. Thank you for doing this, first off.
Of course.
And you are now playing center field. We saw that ridiculous. I've been doing this since way before you were born, kiddo, and that's the best catch I've ever seen by an outfielder. Are you more comfortable in right or center, or does it matter?
Oh, I like them all. My favorite's left, though. I love me some left field as a lefty.
Why is that?
Because it's harder.
Oh, you like
as a
the
lefty.
challenge.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, it's okay.
Riley,
you be you, Riley.
Yes, just keep it going. I want to be your teammate. Like, just this energy out. Yes, this energy out always. How do you have this energy? Where do you find it?
Literally just passion of the game. I think we get too caught up in, trying to big league it, and we forget we've been playing this game. Oh, shorty! You got it. Ah, baby. We've been playing this game since we were kids, so we don't have to stop and just big league the game. It's a really fun game, so.
Gotta have fun. I love that. What has your pro experience been like in the AUSL this past season?
I freaking love it. I feel, sorry.
I love you.
I do. I literally, wait, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I love it. I literally think I get to just be myself. I get to just be myself. And also just get taken care of. And I feel like this is like such a big step towards, college girls wanting to go to the next level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just what has been the thing that's impressed you the most?
Honestly, I'm going to say the pitcher's grit, all of them in this league. Their grit to keep going. Granted, there's some really good hitters. Yeah, good spot.
Like, that's a dirty pitch right there.
Good job. Like, the pitcher's grit, like, great hitters. But for them to bounce back and keep going, like, I think about Fouts that last inning. I mean, she just punched back. And so I think it's cool to see that these pitchers are just grinding it out.
Yeah, and you're playing the best of the best. Like, you're seeing, like, night to night. Like, you do not get an at-bat off, do you, right?
No,
right.
No.
Has there been anybody in the league that's kind of made you starstruck, or someone that you admire?
I would probably say Mick behind the plate right there. She went. She had to go, right? Check it. Okay, whatever. I would probably say Mick behind the plate and Romo. I mean, Romo's sitting here playing first. I'm pretty sure I'm a bit taller than her. But playing first, I mean, that's just like utility. Just doing the job and doing what you need to do for your team.
Yeah, Michaela Edenfield. That's out of play. Is the catcher, and you have a new teammate. What's it going to be like to have Kennedy in the circle for you guys?
Oh, I love it. I think a little bit like I got to get a feel on her to see, because I talk a lot, so I don't know if she likes it or not. But yeah, I love playing behind her. I think same thing. No matter what the outcome is, she's trusting the process. Yes, good job. Good job, Ray.
Yeah, Willery striking out. And then finally, Riley, has anybody, pitcher or anybody else, ever told you to stop talking out there?
No.
Good.
I can hear Coach Gasso in my brain.
Still?
Stay in the game. Stay in the game. It's a good thing.
All right, Riley Boone, thank you so much. Delightful to talk to you and watch you play, and keep on cheering.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
Good job, Riley.
Wow, you would love that kind of teammate.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, I feel like I'm definitely more even-keeled, but I thrive off of athletes like that, teammates like that.
Haley Wyckoff hit by a pitch her first time up as we roll on here. And you, Natasha Watley, you seem so quiet. You're like the anti-Riley Boone
Yeah,
on the
very
field.
much so.
But you're cool with having that behind you.
Oh, on the inside, I am Riley Boone on the inside.
So Garcia gave up that one-out base hit to Alchin, who was over there at first. Gave up an RBI single in the first inning. And now ahead 1-2. That's up top. Alchin takes off the throw down off the glove of Jennings, but Leanne Good is there to grab it. Stolen base for Alchin.
And that's key for Volt. They've got to try to get more runners in scoring position, get them moving. So I like this decision for the Volt. Jalen Alchin on second.
The count goes full to Wyckoff. It's a big hitter for Garcia to get because Bree Ellis waits on deck. The power hitter for Utah. That's sent into right field. Coffey has to go back, hits at the base of the wall. Alchin comes in to score easily on the two-out RBI double by Wyckoff.
And you can just tell Wyckoff has just been chipping away. Last series was able to see her against the Talons and just was making hard contact constantly. So here she gets the payoff and gets an RBI.
Yeah, Coffey playing shallow, but that hit right at the base of the wall. 210 down the lines here, 230 to dead center. Ellis had the RBI single off Garcia in the first. See how they deal with her with two outs and first base open. And that double by Wyckoff. A lot of other extra base hits for this team. Ellis has both of the Talons home runs this season.
And Ellis was out due to injury the last two games of the series for the Volts. Sorry, for the Talons, and you can definitely see that they needed her offense. So they definitely need this bat back.
The 2-1 pitch on the way from Garcia. Both of the Talons' runs in this game have come with two outs. A run in the first and now one run crossing here in the third. And Ellis trying to add to that total. Takes the walk. Not a bad walk in my opinion, right? Because she's Bree Ellis, first base open.
Yeah, big hitter. And not a bad walk in I'm right there with you. I think it's, when you start to get to the bottom of the lineup, top of the second, we saw a walk to Caroline Jacobson. I think, once you get to that bottom of the lineup, for sure, if you're Rachel Garcia, you got to go right at those hitters.
Now Rachel Becker with a chance to get more runs in. Be sure to follow the AUSL and our 6 teams on X, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. See exclusive content featuring your favorite players, highlights, mic'd up, behind-the-scenes action, and more. That will go out of play off the bat of Becker, who grounded out her first time up. Riley Boone might need her own channel, her own network, whatever the kids call it, podcast, whatever works.
Definitely, so much energy, and I know sometimes it can be perceived as, wow, she needs to, stay quiet, but when you have someone energy out like that, that is infectious.
And it's also not forced, it's natural.
Yes.
Because some people fake it.
Yep.
Yeah. Boone and the rest of her outfield mates playing very shallow against Becker. Just on the lip of the outfield grass in this baseball stadium. Beautiful stadium. Garcia ahead 1-2.
Rachel Becker coming from Oklahoma State and just talks about playing for Coach Gajewski has just been such an instrumental, important piece in her college career.
See the pitch count mounting now for Garcia. 61 pitches, only here in the third. Becker sends it skyward. Goodwin, AKA Shorty, grabs it for the final out, but we got a tie ball game now.
And that's all due to
2-4-0 for both teams. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors as we go down to Savannah Collins.
Well, Jaden Goodwin went undrafted in the college draft this year, and it's crazy because 1 month of her life changed the rest of it. Kat Osterman said that every time she turned on her TV and saw Jaden Goodwin in the month of May, she was clutch. And it specifically remembers when Georgia was going up against Florida. They tried to pitch around her, and she hit a walk-off hit. And now she's playing for the Volts with the absence that they have in left field. So just May, and now here she is in the purple uniform.
A great stretch over there by Becker to get Goodwin. Or just check that. That's Maddie Moore playing second base, pardon me, who was just, we saw her play at Clemson. She was a great second baseman at Clemson and makes a good stretch there.
Yeah, and just Montana Fouts coming off the mound and doing such an incredible job of just staying within herself. You can feel the speed of Jaden Goodwin going down the line, but her ability to just stay within herself, get a good throw off, and Maddie Moore doing the rest with that stretch.
Yep, so Maddie Moore out there at second base. That brings up Amina Vega. Maddie and Amina saw each other a lot when Duke played Clemson. A couple of relatively new programs. If they were humans, they would both be in first or second grade. And making a splash in that conference.
Yeah, it's been so interesting to see Duke and Clemson, how fast they've been able to be competitive teams and, both young programs. Amina Vega from Duke and Maddie Moore. Clemson.
Vega struck out looking her first time facing Fouts this evening. And Fouts threw 33 pitches in that first inning in which she gave up the 2 runs on 4 hits. Most pitches in an inning for her all year. Second inning, much better, only had to throw 13 pitches. Another strikeout. She's gotten Vega twice.
Amina Vega just going down, swinging, and you heard it from Riley Boone that Montana Fouts just came back in and is dealing and making her adjustments and picks up another K.
5 strikeouts for Montana. Leah Binford had an RBI single in the first inning. Binford DPing today, has also done some pitching for the Volts. Fouts has been such a force in her career.
And just constantly evolving, getting better, and always going to work. There was a clip that she posted where she was talking to GM Lisa Fernandez, a GOAT, and just being able to take some critiques and some advice from one of the best who have ever done it, and her ability to still want to develop and get better and tweak her game and add more things.
Yeah, how about the two general managers here? For Utah, it's Lisa Fernandez. For Texas, you got Kat Osterman. A couple of legends. But that's key, right? You get the people who have all that experience, success, and then people like Fouts, like a sponge for that information.
Yep.
And then you combine that with her physical ability.
Yeah.
She's ahead of Binford 1 and 2. Just spoiled it. Montana has set down 6 straight volts since giving up a couple of runs in the first inning. Boy, make it 7. She's on a roll right about now. 6 Ks for Fouts.
And Fouts is just dealing. She is settled in.
Move, don't change. Well, you can move. You just don't change the channel.
Yes.
That would be unnecessary. Because right now we got ourselves a really good softball game as we move to the top of the 4th, 2-2 between Utah and Texas. Rachel Garcia and Montana Fouts, the starting pitchers. And Caroline Jacobson starting things off, walked and was stranded in her first at bat of the game. Jacobson played for both Duke and Clemson, the two newest franchises there in the ACC programs. Won a championship last year with this squad. The Talons, yes, are the defending champs.
And at her time at Duke, she was the leading home run hitter.
Takes the 1-1 for a ball. Utah had scored just 4 runs in their last 3 games. Got a couple here so far tonight. Jacobson sky high for Leanne Good, fighting the sun and winning the battle. 2026 AUSL season is here, so you can get your 4-game Flex Pass, single game season, and group tickets for the Cascade, Talons, Spark, Bolts, Bandits, and Blaze. Do that by going to theausl.com. AUSL, this is legendary. 25-game season. Already about 20% through that.
Which is crazy to think.
Time
is flying, yep.
Savannah Jaquish got a lot of a Rachel Garcia pitch back in the 2nd inning, but not just missed a home run by a little bit, but good contact.
Yes, and just good timing. So last series in Salt Lake City, saw Savannah Jaquish after a game. She was just getting reps, had one of her coaches feeding her on the machine, just trying to get her timing down. And she just said, I just want to hit the ball hard. I want to be a hard out. And I think she's made her adjustments. According to her last at bat, just being a hard out, that's all you can ask. And, you know, if they make a great play, they make it a great catch, you hit it right to them. All you can control is your timing, putting the ball in play hard.
Got her first hit of the season on Monday against Portland. Takes that one high. Savannah Jaquish graduated from LSU in 2017. Just speaking of time flying, spent some time in the Japanese Diamond League you're familiar with.
Yes.
3-1 pitch, got under it, and Riley Boone calls off Danica Coffey for the 2nd out of the 4th.
Now, when it pays to have a loud voice out there. Riley Boone.
Well, center field usually, right? That's you get to call it. It's your territory.
Yeah, and she's got priority on that for sure.
But I love that she prefers to play left field because she said it's harder as a lefty.
Yeah.
A challenge, right?
It's a challenge, yes.
I don't know if anything's really hard for her, but a challenge. But
yeah.
Taylor Beal struck out looking as Amina Vega is getting looked at. Bringing something out to Garcia.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a fingernail clipper or maybe
it looks like that's what it looks like.
A blister or maybe some dead skin off of her first finger. Man, pitchers, I don't know how they do it. Just grips and all the things and just trying to, you know, sometimes your fingers will get raw and you get blisters. My hat goes off to all the pitchers out there in the world.
Yeah, Garcia, in her 5th year, competing in Athletes Unlimited and its different iterations. Trying to beat the Talons for the first time, 0-1 against them. Including last year. Edenfield chases and makes the catch up against the screen. Michaela Edenfield with an outstanding play to end the inning.
And how about Michaela Edenfield? She goes such...
Presented by Sephora, the exclusive beauty partner of the AUSL. And there's Bree out there at first base. Tiare Jennings leading things off here in the bottom of the 4th, and my colleague Natasha Watley, there's a Sephora braid station, and you got some work done.
Yes, I got my hair braided. It was a lot of fun just to be able to go and hang out. And I said, hey, just make some magic. Do what you do.
And they did, and they were like fans can go and visit these stations at ballparks.
I think these are called fishtails, she told me.
Oh, okay.
I've got 2 fish braids.
Whatever you say. Okay.
Yeah.
Tiare Jennings flew out to center in her only at bat so far. Always a threat. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Looking good.
My braids, hey.
Very hot day here in Texas. Montana Fouts has been terrific. Has not allowed a base runner since the first inning, when she gave up 2 runs on 4 hits. Jennings skyward. Andrews, second time tonight, Tiare has flown out to center.
Yeah.
So Montana Fouts, 34 pitches in that first inning, which is a season high, and only 31 cents.
Yes, and just going lights out. She's hitting 69, 70. I'm just looking at her velocity, so she's really sharp tonight.
Now facing Danica Coffey, who singled off of her. Danica was the last Volt to reach base against Fouts back in that 2-run first. Coffey in her 2nd year out of LSU. Got one of those golden tickets last year. Andrews retreats, says she has it, and indeed she does. 2 away. WNBA Saturday coming your way on ABC. It's a doubleheader. First, Indiana and Atlanta will play it. So a couple of flyouts to start the 4th inning. And here's Sierra Romero, who struck out looking, one of 6 strikeout victims for Fouts today. She's had 5 of them, actually, because she's gotten Vega twice. And you see, setting down 9 straight volts. And you mentioned the velocity's still there. She's still hitting 70 on the gun. Sierra hit her first home run of the season in her last game. Still trying to get that batting average up to what we're used to seeing from her.
Yeah, and Sierra Romero, just a veteran. You know, she's talked about just going to school with her swing, but I think she's still a feared hitter, even though she's still trying to get her grounding and get her footing, get her rhythm. One of some of the best eyes in the game.
Graduated from Michigan 10 years ago. Left Michigan with some NCAA records still all over the Michigan record books. And her sister in the league, Sydney, playing for OKC. And her brother Mikey in the Red Sox organization.
Yeah. And little sister Sophia plays for Boise State.
And there you see.
The most athletic family.
2-2, facing fouls with nobody on. And that got away. Jaquish unable to squeeze it.
Noting that Savannah Jaquish is behind the dish today, and in the last series, usually you'll see Charlize Palacios behind the plate, but just resting Palacios' legs, they have the versatility, they have the options with Jaquish as well.
So that is strikeout number 7. She's gotten Romero twice. 10 straight batters retired by Montana Fouts. After first inning in which she gave up 2 runs since then, she has not allowed a base runner, setting down 10 in a row. Rachel Garcia in her last half inning set down the side in order for the first time this evening. Garcia is still out there as we lead things off with Aaliyah Andrews up for the 3rd time, trying to get her first hit, trying to get on base for the first time. Pam Ward, Natasha Watley, and Savannah Collins joining you from just north of Austin, Texas, in Round Rock, where the Volts will be playing their home games this year. This is their home opener.
And I'm really enjoying this pitcher's duel. 2 veterans. And minus just the first inning, the both of them have both settled in, and they both look great. Similar in the repertoire of pitches, rise and curves, side to side with the curve and back to a curve, both Rachel Garcia and Montana Fouts. So a lot of similarities. We've got the 2 runs on the board, the 4 hits. So yep. I'm loving it.
Yeah. Some good softball, and I don't want to jinx this by saying this. These are the 2 teams that have committed the most errors in the league, and so far, clean softball, we have seen 0 errors in this game. Andrews trying to use her speed to get on base. Romero at first, Vega at 3rd, crashing in. Andrews with a brilliant career herself. A lot of us remember her at LSU. Started for the Blaze last year, and in the allocation draft came over to Utah this year with the 2 new teams. And she's got a full count. Garcia's got to hurry. Andrews runs like the wind, and she's safe.
And Aaliyah Andrews, she has been a spark plug for the Talons at the top of the lineup, and this is exactly what you do as a slap hitter, is just use the area in front of home plate. If you can deaden the ball there, if the area is hard, but just get this ball on the ground, use your speed, create some havoc.
Yeah, that's one of the things that makes Andrews special. So the leadoff runner on for the first time tonight for Utah. Jalen Alchin has a single, a stolen base, and also struck out against Garcia so far tonight.
And I like this move of Jalen Alchin moving to the 2 spot. In last series, she was in the 6 hole, but just creates more versatility. Her back-to-back with Andrews. They both have speed. They can make some things happen before Jordan Woolery.
And the replacement at first, you just saw Sierra Romero no longer playing first. Jackie Liss, the rookie out of Texas Tech, now playing first for Texas.
And if that sounds strange to you, Sierra Romero at first, just again leading in any way and trying to contribute to this team.
Leanne Good has taken over at second, so you have Leanne Good playing second now, and Jackie Liss playing first, to the Texas and the Texas Tech, who just met in the Women's College World Series a couple of weeks ago. And there you see a lot of Texas ties. And Nyjah Kennedy, the scheduled starter tomorrow night.
They're all excited having Kennedy in market, and you heard Riley Boone say, you know, she's quiet. I don't know if I talk too much for her, but Nyjah definitely is, you know, a more reserved athlete for sure.
Andrews getting down to second. Riley doesn't have to wait long to see if Nyjah's going to be happy with her chatter out there, because that's going to happen tomorrow night. We'll all find out together. We'll be back here for that one. Alshin sends it into left field. Goodwin can't catch up. Did that hit the glove of the fan out there?
It looked like it hit the
post.
The post.
Okay. You know, but they're ready down there. Lots of gloves. Alchin sends it into right field, and that's going to go all the way to the wall, allowing Andrews to score standing up from second. And Utah has taken the lead.
That's the run production that the Talons need. They're getting the runners on base, they're getting the traffic, but it's coming up with the timely hitting. And this is just an elevated rise ball. Jalen Alchin takes this to right center, 3-2 count, be aggressive. And you've got a lot of speed in Aaliyah Andrews, and she stands up at home. 3-2 Talons.
So the Talons touch up Garcia. Heart of the lineup, Jordan Woolery. Scored the first run of the game for Utah. It's a second double that Garcia has given up in this game. Good job by Edenfield to pop out and get that pitch. Edenfield getting a lot more playing time this year than in her rookie season. The #1 catcher. Garcia had 1 and 2. That's another gapper. Back-to-back doubles for Utah. Woolery delivers, Alchin scores.
And Jordan Woolery delivering. And Rachel Garcia, just her pitches are starting to hang a little bit. She's hitting top speed. That last pitch, 70 miles per hour, but just quick hands from Jordan Woolery. And that scores another one for the Talons.
Back-to-back doubles. They got a 2-run double from Wyckoff earlier in the game. Extra base circle this season. Let's go down to Savannah.
Well, this is the role that we've seen Aaliyah Benford play a lot for the Volts this season, coming up in relief or to close out a game. And General Manager Kat Osterman told me pregame that this is where they really feel like she thrives, because she can pair up with anybody because of her stuff. She has a lot of spin and a lot going down. So with Rachel in particular, it's a very different look, but she loves that she can almost pair Benford up with anybody on their staff to give a different look midway through a game or going through the lineup multiple times.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying about Aaliyah Benford. She has got to be one of the most valuable assets to the Volts. She's a two-way player. She can hit, but her pitching style, she keeps the ball down. She's got that incredible changeup. She has a lot of off-speed, and coming back-to-back with somebody like Rachel Garcia, who's hitting those upper 70s, for her to come in with that changeup that can sometimes hit in the 50s, low 50s, is such a great look and a great switch-up of a look for the Volts.
So Garcia back in the dugout, giving up 2 runs here in the 5th inning. And 3 straight hits. Andrew single, Alchin RBI double, Woolery RBI double. And there you see Garcia's line. Binford has hit 2 home runs this year, in addition to now her 4th appearance. In their 6 games of the season, she's made 4 pitching appearances.
It just makes it so easy when you already have her in the lineup. You can just make that change.
I've been the starting DP. So Wyckoff reaches on the walk. Nobody out, 2 runs in, 2 on for Bree Ellis, who is singled and walked and is the power hitter for Utah. Critical moment in this game, and Edenfield's going to go out and talk to Binford.
Yeah, and just coming into relief is, sometimes hard. You've already got some runners in scoring position, so just calming her down.
Monday Night Baseball coming up on ESPN. The Braves are in beautiful San Diego to take on the Padres. First pitch set for 10 Eastern on ESPN or streaming on the ESPN app. Coming up on Monday. You ever been to their stadium in San Diego?
I have.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Right? It's a nice town.
Yes, I love San Diego. I could live there.
An LA kid who could live in San Diego. I'm with you.
Yes.
So here's Ellis. Takes it for a strike. Woolery at second, Wyckoff at first. Bree's looking for one to sail. There's that off-speed changeup.
Yes.
You saw it coming, and she buckled her knees.
Feeling for it. I knew it was coming, and this is a 53-mile-per-hour changeup, and she's just able to locate it. That thing just falls in there, and that gets Bree Ellis looking.
Oh, what a weapon, especially against someone who swings like Ellis. Big first out. And now Maddie Moore bats for the first time since replacing Rachel Becker at second.
She can just throw it in any count. That one for 49 miles per hour. So that's what the thing is so hard facing Binford. Even if you tried to sit on that changeup, it's a hard pitch to sit on just because of how slow it is.
Moore just got enough of that one. Tough play for Vega, but boy, is she good at third base. Nips Moore at first. Sends Wyckoff over to...
Yeah. My goodness, Amina Vega, I could watch her field ground balls all day long, and word on the street is she's never played third before. She's mainly a middle, played second at Duke, but she has me fooled.
I feel like Brooks Robinson over there.
Incredible.
Old reference. Caroline Jacobson now with Woolery at third and Wyckoff at second. But that was a nice play by Vega. And then you know this. You were a middle infielder that you're out of balance, off balance throw, and it was perfect.
Yes, like almost a sidearm, low slot throw. She's low to the ground, mechanically perfect. Like I could watch her all day long. It's beautiful, actually.
Yeah. And she's still learning how to play third base. That's the scary thing. Jacobson. Riley Boone retires the side. Good job. Binford comes in.
Plans and then just collect that data for tomorrow.
So you've been a pro for what has it been? 4 days, 5 days? Has it been a full week yet?
I think just at a week, maybe.
So what's it been like? Give us on the inside.
Yeah, it's been fun. I mean, I feel like I'm watching people now that I've, I don't know, I'm playing with people that I've grown up watching, just seeing people dominate, and now I'm on the same field as them, so it's been fun.
Who are some people you've idolized?
Yeah, definitely Kaylana Ricketts. I saw her play when we were in Durham this past week, so just seeing her on the field was cool.
That's really neat. Describe the atmosphere. Like, there's a lot of fans. This is your home stadium for the rest of the summer.
Yeah, opening day, I feel like it's been fun. I mean, we have a lot of Volts fans here, and I feel like softball in Texas and softball in Round Rock is really huge. So to be able to bring a team here means a lot.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of, you have some teammates here, and Leanne Good, who you know very well from the couple of Women's College World Series finals you've played. Now, you did make one appearance. You lasted 2 1/3 innings. The line wasn't great. You know that. What do you want to change from your first outing to what we're going to see tomorrow night?
Yeah, I feel like we've just been working on some mechanic stuff and just, I don't know, trying to get back. Obviously, it's been a long spring for me, so just trying to get back in a rhythm.
Is there anything that you can explain in terms of like mechanics, rhythm-wise, that you've been focusing on?
Yeah, I think just getting my like resistance back and just getting into my front leg, especially on my rise ball.
And are you, by watching this game tonight, what do you pick up watching the Talons hitters tonight when you're sitting in the dugout?
Yeah, they're a good team, and I think they're a clutch team too. Like when they get runners on, I feel like they're doing a good job of like advancing them and scoring them.
Let's talk about what's been different from the college game to here. It's only been a week, but what's been your observation?
Yeah, obviously the level of competition, I feel like that's a given. But just 1 through 9 down the lineups at the pro level, I mean, every batter's really good. And then even just small things down to like the pitch clock when pitching. Instead of 20 seconds, it's 15. So even things like that.
How does that feel? Does it feel rushed or something different? I like that you've got to tune into a little bit more.
Yeah, it's definitely something I'm more aware of. I feel like in college I had a little more time to get set, but yeah, now you definitely have to be more aware of the pitch clock. Also, the strike zones are a little bigger, which I feel like pitchers have been lacking. I feel like the college zone this year has been a little smaller, but it's nice to be at the pro level.
Yeah, because a higher pitch is considered in the strike zone in the AUSL than it is opposed to college, so it is a little bit different. So one adjustment that you'll have to make. You're going to be a little bit nervous coming out here tomorrow. What do you think your first home start's going to be like?
I definitely think I'll be nervous, but I'm nervous before any game. So I don't know. I feel like nerves get me going, and it's a good thing.
Well, you're nervous before every game. Kennedy, well, we would look forward. We'll see you pitch tomorrow night. Thanks so much for doing the chair chat.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Thanks.
Nyjah Kennedy, who one of the best pitchers out there, started at Stanford and then finished up her last couple of years at Texas Tech, taking them to back-to-back World Series.
Yeah.
Took her a little while to sign, but signed, sealed, and delivered, and ready to pitch tomorrow. Meanwhile, Montana Fouts just continues to mow them down in the circle for Utah.
She's getting it done. But I loved what Nyjah said, is like, I'm nervous for every game. And I think that that's so great for young athletes to hear, is the nerves still come there when you're playing on this stage, playing in the Women's College World Series, and playing here as a professional. And so I think it's one of those things to think about, too, as an athlete. Like, when you're nervous, that means you're ready, you're present, you're ready to go. It means you care. And so it's not always associated with the bad thing. So I loved hearing her say that.
And using it for a positive, certainly. And we will see her tomorrow night. Riley Boone, 1 for 2.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see her go out there and just have fun. You know, it feels like the weight of the world has been on Nyjah Kennedy, and just a face in our game. I want her to enjoy being a pro.
Fouts gets it done. You rarely will see that. Riley Boone thrown out. Fouts.
That played with her at UCF.
8 years at UCF, has had some really good teams there, and championship already under her belt in Utah. Binford, who came in to relieve Garcia in the last inning, starting off in the circle in the 6th against Savannah Jaquish, who was retired her last time up on a great play by Edenfield, who had to run all the way to the screen to grab a foul pop and retire her. In any other stadium in this league, that would have been out of play and in the stands, but we're playing in a baseball stadium, so a lot of foul territory. And there you see the baseball wall in the back.
Yeah, last weekend we were playing in Salt Lake City, Talons and Cascade, but the Salt Lake City playing at University of Utah Park, and it is a beautiful stadium, just a big outfield. If you're an outfielder, you will definitely want to be there. If you're a pitcher, you want to be there too. A lot of balls stay in the park.
Bottom of the lineup up now for the Talons, and they have really struggled. They have gotten no hits from slots 6 through 9 in their batting order. Jaquish retired by Good to start the 6th. But the Talons coming up with 2 runs in the top of the 5th to take the lead. This home opener series for the Volts. Beal swings through. First time that Beal has faced Binford this evening. Looking for her first hit of this young season, recently signed. Was the Big 12 Scholar Athlete of the Year at Arizona in her senior season. She did 4.0 GPA. Under the glove of Vega. The bottom of the order finally gets a base hit tonight.
Yes, and Taylor Beal just turned down the opportunity before to play in the Pro League, knowing that she wanted to pursue being a nurse, but gets the call and says, hey, you know what? Yeah, I don't mind coming to be a pro. And has been incredible for the Talons defensively, and here now getting the hit, standing up on first.
Yeah, Vega playing in, and she was unable to get it. Popped up for Edenfield. Andrews, 1 pitch, 2 outs. Trying to advance Beal over.
And just a big out. Getting Aaliyah Andrews, stopping the momentum.
Alchin had an RBI double her last time up. Part of that 2-run 5th inning. Well, the Talons, their last 2 games, really struggling with 2 outs. Tonight, turning some things around, getting their offense going a little bit. And then when you get a pitching performance like Montana Fouts, who since the first inning, like literally has been perfect. She's not allowed a base runner since the first inning. Nice running catch by Goodwin. To end the inning, they strand Beal with the last 13 batters that she has faced. Trying to get yet another complete game. And this is on a very hot and sticky night here in Texas. Montana already, those 8 strikeouts that you mentioned, that is a new career high for her, pitching in the AUSL. Facing Jaden Goodwin. Goodwin, Vega, Binford due up here for the Volts. Both teams trying to stop 3-game losing streaks.
Yeah, and in this moment, if you're the Volts, you've just got to figure out how you can get some traffic on. If I'm the Volts, I'm thinking, if I'm Jaden Goodwin, I'm thinking left center, hitting it hard right back up the middle. Just trying to single them to death.
Two-two pitch. Fouled away. Now, you played shortstop for UCLA very excellently. What's the defense like now when this pitcher's doing so much work? Is there any chance you get, not bored, but nonchalant, or how do you approach it?
I think you rise to the occasion. When my pitcher is throwing some smoke and going right at hitters, and especially a performance like Montana Fouts, I'm all over the ball.
Like Jordan Woolery right there. 14 straight mowed down. Saturday on ESPN, the AUSL season rolls on when the Carolina Blaze face off against the Chicago Bandits at noon Eastern. You can also stream it anytime on the ESPN app. AUSL season rolling along. That game being played at 11 local time in Chicago. Nina Vega has struck out twice against Fouts. Vega off to such a great start, hitting well over 400 coming into this game, but now facing one of the best for the first time in her pro career.
And I love these opportunities. Like, if I'm a Mina Vega, like, yes, I want to face Montana Fouts. I want to see how I fare next to her. And just such a great opportunity to be challenged. Montana Fouts, she's still throwing upper 60s. That last pitch, 70 miles per hour. So just timing and movement. Just trying to figure out, make my adjustments, get my barrel out in front.
Her 100th pitch of the night strikes out Vega for the third time this evening.
Yeah, and you can just see Montana Fouts going to work. This is the third strikeout for Mina Vega tonight, and this is on a rise ball. And just crazy velocity, speed, and movement.
Leah Binford and an RBI single off Montana in that 4-hit, 2-run first inning. Struck out the next time she came up against Fouts. Binford relieved Garcia in the circle back in the 5th. Pulling double duty again this evening. She's down 1-2. Strikeout number 10. Montana Fouts. Utah's offense coming alive a little bit. They'd only scored 4 runs in their last 3 games with an anemic .215 batting average. Much different story tonight.
Yeah, tonight they have been hitting with runners in scoring position, extra base hits. Jordan Woolery with one of her own, hitting a double her last time up to bat.
They were swept in their last series by Portland, scoring 4 total runs in that 3-game series. First time that they've been swept in their 2-year history. Jordan Woolery starting things off in the 7th as we go down to Savannah Collins.
And what jumps off the page to me too, Pam, is that these 8 hits that they put together tonight are tied for the most that they've had so far this season. And well, the other thing that jumps off the page to me too, Pam, is the 8 hits that they put together tonight is tied for the most that they've put up in a game this season. And Coach Ball Malone was telling us throughout that series that they were struggling, that she was focused on staying positive, finding good momentum. She knows that these hitters are better than they're showing. And tonight, we're finally seeing it. Natasha, I know we were working that series together. What are you seeing in their bats that's kind of shifted from when we were in Salt Lake City to now being in Texas?
Yeah, I think it's the energy out. I think that was one of the things that I noticed in Salt Lake City, that they were almost deflated. Obviously, we saw Hannah Flippin going down, Jada Coleman, but it's been the timely hitting. They are stepping up to the occasion once they're getting runners in scoring position, especially with the 2-out rallies that we've seen with them. They are really just capitalizing on the traffic that they're getting.
It's a relatively slow roller. Over to the 3rd. And that's where Danica Coffey has taken over for Amina Vega. Vega 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts against Fouts, and now has been taken out of the defensive lineup for Coffey.
And I just like what Savannah said about Coach Ball Malone, just saying, is trying to stay calm and stay positive. And that's the thing, as a head coach, don't hit that panic button. You gotta make sure you're still having your athletes, making sure that you believe in them and that you support them.
Because it's been said a million times before, right? That softball is a game of failure,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Even if you're a great hitter, most of the time you're not going to get a hit or even get on base, typically. But the Talons and Savannah reminds us that, yeah, they are down Hannah Flippen on the injured list along with Jada Coleman. Coleman off to a hot start this year. And still their offense has come alive tonight, and they just keep on going, and they're buoyed by the fact you have Fouts mowing them down in the circle.
Yeah. And that's been the difference for the Talons. You know, Montana Fouts has had some great outings, but she just wasn't getting that run support behind her. So she's getting that tonight for sure.
And they're waiting for Georgina Korik to come back. She's been playing in Japan, and all she was last year was the AUSL Pitcher of the Year. That is a one-out base hit for Wyckoff. Second time through the order now for Binford since she came in to relieve Rachel Garcia.
Yes, and Wyckoff has reached all 4 times tonight. Hasn't scored yet.
And she's gotten on in a variety of ways. Single, double, walk, and hit by a pitch. Bree Ellis struck out looking on a changeup from Binford last time up. Really good change. Oh-2 with Wyckoff over at first. And that's under the glove of Coffey, who just came in to play third base for Vega.
Yeah, and the ball will continuously find you when you move to a new position, but this ball takes her off the line a little bit. She's already off the line. Just trying to learn the grass a little bit. This grass kind of picks up a little bit of speed and just not able to glove it. Now runners on first and second for the Talons.
Maddie Moore up for the second time tonight. Rounded out her first time against Binford, and that has been ruled an error, an E5 for Coffey that allowed Ellis to reach. Our first error of the evening for either team.
And again, for the Volts, this has been a big theme for them, is making sure that they're taking care of the ball. You know, on that one, maybe a little range of difficulty, but I definitely think Danica Coffey would be up here telling us, I can get that ball, I can make that play.
Moore caught over there at first by Liss. And Ellis did not stray too far from the bag, so she did not get doubled off. 2 away.
Liss has a scouting report, making that play look easy.
Oklahoma State and Portland about to get underway. That game will begin on ESPN2 while we finish up here on ESPN. Another doubleheader in the AUSL for you this evening. Caroline Jacobson. 2 on and 2 out. Jennings goes the short way to end the inning. Last opportunity coming up now, allowing a base runner since the first inning, in which he gave up 2 runs on 4 hits. 16 in a row have been mowed down. But Tiare Jennings has flown out twice to center. This is the home opener for the Texas Volts. First home opener in their new history, and the fans have not had a lot to cheer about since that first inning.
Yeah.
And it's because of number 14 in green.
Yeah, and I just think it's just the adjustments that Montana Fouts made that first inning. And I think it was just all about settling in. And I think important for young pitchers to hear that, you know, you come out, you have a chance to redeem yourself. And since the first inning, she has settled in and has been throwing the gem.
Coming in with the best ERA in the league. And believe it or not, it's going to go up tonight because she's given up 2 earned runs. It'll go up a smidge, assuming she stays where she is. This would be her 4th straight complete game going back to last year's championship series that they won against the Bandits. And doing it, I mean, it started to cool off a little bit, but the heat index when we started was around 110 degrees, and on the field probably warmer. Right now, 91 degrees with a heat index of 106 in Round Rock, Texas. And Montana's looking like she's just taking a stroll in the park with her little dog.
She's working. She's working. She's definitely working out there.
But her demeanor.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, her demeanor is just so, even. And that's pounded. Finally, Montana Fouts has been figured out. Tiare Jennings with the home run, and just like that, it's a 1-run ball game.
Yes, and Tiare Jennings, this is what the Volts need. They need a little bit of a volt from their offense. And this ball is up in the zone, and she's just been able to have such quick hands to get to this ball. GM Kat Osterman just says that Tiare Jennings, she is just as elite as they come on both sides of the plate, and right here getting it done and getting the Volts a little bit closer, 4-3.
3rd home run of the season for Tiare, and the first base runner since the first inning for Texas.
Yeah, and the exit velocity on that, 74 miles per hour.
So Tiare Jennings going yard. Here she is with Savannah Collins.
Tiare, you guys have been trying to find that timing against Montana all night. What clicked in that AB?
Just battling, I mean, you're not out of it until you're out of it, so just going up there, keep competing, and it's never over. Obviously, Montana's a great pitcher, but you just got to keep battling, keep fighting for your team.
Absolutely, I'll let you get in there and get that moment.
All right, thank you, Savannah, and Tiare Jennings.
And that's exactly it. It's just compete, right? Competitor going at competitor right here with the Montana Fouts, just really just throwing incredible pitches again, getting another strikeout on the night, Danica Coffey. But as an athlete, that's all it is. Just compete. And Tiare Jennings couldn't have said it better.
And not only has she set a personal best with most strikeouts, she has set now a league record with 11 strikeouts. 2nd year of this league. Talons, the defending champions. Fouts last year drafted by the Talons. Had the 3rd best ERA in the league, and now at the top coming into tonight.
And I was on the call last week in Salt Lake City where Kenzie Brown had 10 strikeouts, and that was a record.
Didn't last long.
Yeah, so Montana Fouts heard that and was like, yeah,
I can do that.
Sorry, Rook.
And raise your 1.
Nope. Not on my time.
Jackie Liss bats for the first time this evening. Came in to spell Sierra Romero over at first base. And because Fouts has been mowing him down, it's the first time that she's been able to bat. And got this crowd energized. This into left field, playable for Auction, 2 away. And we're going to get a pinch hitter for Michaela Edenfield, who was 0 for 2. It's Jordan Rudd Lee. Came out of the reserve athlete pool. Played her college ball at Northwestern.
She's been an assistant coach at Purdue since 2023 and has given her payback to the game, coaching at the college level.
Staying in the Big Ten. Montana Fouts now 1 strikeout away from her 4th complete game in a row, 3rd this season. And she does it with style. An even dozen strikeouts for Fouts. That Jennings home run, by the way, was the first one that Montana's given up all year to lead off the inning, but then she strikes out